That's true. Games are good. So let's go ahead and jump over to the final reveal of the day once I make sure that nothing gets spoiled. Come on, Crappy, and welcome our final GM, who I totally didn't spoil before, Novasol. Novasol, come and chat. I would like to hear what game you've got. Hello, Novasol. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Won't tell anyone, but I'm the GM today.
I'm in shock.
Are you not able to hop directly into the voice channel here?
I may have forgotten that I could do that.
I was like sitting here waiting. Where's Novasol? Like I've revealed twice.
I'm used to going to the general chat and getting dragged in. Okay. So what have we got today?
There you go. Yeah. What do we
I have wanted to see this game on Kusog7ande since I started watching. And now that I'm a GM, I have the power to be the change I want to see in the world. So we have Quest of Kai for the Famicom.
Look at her. She's so scared. She's like, oh no, I'm on another quest. I'm gonna go on a quest. I don't know what I'm doing on this quest.
Yeah, so this is part of the Tower of Druaga trilogy. It's a prequel.
Prequel to what?
Platformer. Tower of Druaga.
Oh, well, I should have.
It's an old.
It's a platform. That's kind of obvious. Yeah. Okay. Platformer.
Yeah, so it's a platformer. I've played hundreds of platformers across my life. It's kind of what I do. I've not played any other game with physics like this one. That's not a good thing.
Interesting. I'm very curious now.
I'm going to explain some core mechanics. So you will, when you hit the jump button, you will continue to rise until you let go of the button, or you hit a ceiling.
Okay, I know at least one other game like that, but that was a Spectrum game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Now, number 2, there is no way to duck normally. If you want to duck, you have to bonk your head on the ceiling and force Kai to go into an ouch, my head sort of animation on the ground.
Oh, that's so good.
This is a required mechanic, and I did not tell them. So they're going to have to figure that out.
Well, that will be exciting. By the way, the players are not listening to us, and if for some reason one of the players has committed the grave sin of listening to us, you must tell us immediately. Otherwise, I will find out, and I will get you.
I see Chad is calling me a sadist for this. No, you don't understand. It's worse than you think. Because I didn't want this to be decided by warps, I just gave them a save state for the part of the game that doesn't let you warp. So they're on the special stages, starting at 61 out of 100.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
They start at level 61?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I have such sights to show you.
Well, we have the Whitley, Farting Always, Escorian, and 3 Hams. And yes. I believe I am ready.
I want to address something Moower said. They do have warps, and they do send you backwards. I am letting them save state at the start of each floor, so that they do not get warped back. If they don't do that, that's their problem.
Okay. Let's see. So here we go. Feel free to vote for who is going to take the victory today. Best of luck to the players, and I want you to spam all of your best platformer emotes or anything that has really good physics. What else?
Like wizards, wizard rods, Pac-Man ghosts, eel slimes from Dragon Quest, dragons, all sorts of fantasy stuff.
Well, there we go. Our players are beginning. Spam those emotes. I would love to see all of your excitement here. And we have a death. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that.
So, as it turns out, we are starting the players on floor 61. Question, how do lives work in this game?
You get 3 lives per continue, and you have infinite continues. It's kind of like, you know, Meat Boy or Celeste in that regard. Levels are very small, and they can be completed very fast, but they are very difficult to do.
Escorian,
all right.
You are worrying me.
Escorian has discovered the flight power-up, which is Flappy Bird mode.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Flappy Bird mode. This is terrifying. But it looks like Escorian is through that tough area. Is that
all right?
Floor 61 cleared onto floor 62?
Yes, it is. Floor 62.
Really good start.
And there is a little bit of a mercy when you get killed by something. If you do, it will not be there on your next life until you continue. So you can remove up to 2 obstacles per floor if you notice that that's going on.
Those are legitimately just Pac-Man ghosts. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Namco made this game.
Oh,
they're
okay.
the makers of Pac-Man.
Well, they're
doesn't
the
explain
makers
the heel
of Star
slime,
Wars
though.
as well.
Yeah, there's no Vader Sasori here, sadly.
Ah. How is this music so good? Like, it is so freaking good.
I'm glad you like it, because you're going to hear a lot of it.
Good. I could listen to this all day.
Yeah, the first time I got exposed to this game, this song was stuck in my head for days. Like, I do a little trot in my step to the startup of it. Does it do the Droga thing of requiring secret items? No, everything you need will be found in a chest. Yes.
Sorry,
I see
I
3
am
hands.
eating lunch right now as well while we're doing this, so if I go quiet, it's probably because I don't want to be rude because I've got food in my mouth.
So Whitley is about to discover a warp. If he gets that chest. It doesn't punish you this time, but after this floor, you get warped back, which is why we're allowing save states at the start of each floor.
However, I have a feeling that some players are going to forget that at least once. And
I know, and I also...
it could be a little frustrating for them, which I love.
I tried to drill this into them, and I even gave them an alternate method to avoid that fate if they somehow forgot. Because you can, if you notice the warp, you can also pause the game and then reset, and it'll still keep the floor you were on.
Let me just say, like, Namco published this game. The little studio in it was founded by one of the Namco people. I believe it was probably just an in-house studio for a while. And the studio is specifically called Game Studio Incorporated. And that is the most generic freaking name you could come up with for your little studio.
It conveys what they do pretty well.
I mean, yeah, they make games, but come on. Oh, the fireball got farting always.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
They've got the right idea. They have to get that bottom chest because it has the Flappy Bird power-up.
Yeah. Actually, didn't this game come out before the Tower of Druaga?
No, this came out after, but it's a prequel. It's the second game in the Druaga trilogy.
But I'm showing that this came out in 88 and... Oh, no. I'm looking at Tower of Druaga. Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow,
Tower of Druaga was an arcade game.
It was originally arcade. I see that the TurboGrafx version came out in 92. Probably a port from arcade to the TurboGrafx, since there were a lot of those.
You know, this is kind of what I expected to be struggling a lot on this first floor, just getting used to it. This is a pretty rough introduction to Kai, but it does let up a bit for a while.
True. The same person who did programming for this, though, by the way, did programming for Xevious, which, from what I know, is kind of a legendary shoot-'em-up. or like top-down shooter
Oh yeah,
game.
that game.
Yeah.
That's another game that has music that'll just lodge itself in your brain and not leave.
Well, good. I want it there. Put it in my ears.
Escoria made a Yeti friend.
The person who did this music, by the way, it's so classy and perfect, and I think it's because it was made by the same person who designed the sound for The Dog Island, which also has a song that you'll never forget. Oh my gosh, so good.
All right.
And Katamari did some of the voiceover acting. That was cool. Did the music for Mr. Driller, at least the parade music in Mr. Driller Drill Land. Sound for the original Mr. Driller. Did Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. Yeah, the sound designer for this game is just a little epic.
Oh, Ham was so close. Hams is starting to get the hang of it, though.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, Escorian has the biggest advantage right now. I think that she's probably the most experienced when it comes to playing games for the first time. Three Hams is relatively new to Kusog7ande, Farting Always as well, and the Whitley as well. I think the Whitley may have played in past Kusog7andes, but, you know, Escorian is just kind of legendary when it comes to skills. Yeah, but I do enjoy that I see a variety of voting for who's going to win this match. Escorian definitely had the biggest number, 62% people voting, but all of the players have received some votes, and you never know, there might be an upset. Haha!
You got a floor clear.
Yeah! The Whitley... Wait, who was it? Three
Here's
Hams?
Hams. He's on 62.
Oh my gosh, Three Hams.
Gotta get past this frog now. Oh! What a juke!
It was a good juke.
Oh,
And
so close.
as it turns out, people in chat, at least one is admitting that if there is a fart-related name, they will always vote for that. I think that is a fair thing to do. What is this Bigfoot doing?
So, Escorian is on a level where you have to figure out the intended sequence of items to take. It removes specific enemies from your way. So the Yeti's just chilling, but he doesn't want you to get past him. He's protecting an item you need to finish the level.
So, question. You said that you have to use the head bunk. When is that going to happen?
Probably pretty soon after... I don't know the exact level, but... What happens is you start having to go through corridors with fireballs in them that you have to duck under. So,
Okay.
I think that starts happening in the 70s, which I think we will see.
Yeah, I think that's probably likely, especially if Escorian keeps playing the way that she's been playing. She's doing very, very well.
Well, there are a wide variety of
Whitley's so
curveballs
close.
ahead. Oh.
Yeah, 60 seconds is not a whole lot of time to get through these areas here. Gotta be honest.
Real. Well, yeah, it's a little bit tight, but you can make it. There's also a run button, which has a very high acceleration cap. So you can run really fast in these very tiny areas.
I love it.
But yeah, you cannot press down to crouch, even though crouching is a required mechanic.
Yeah, can anybody else think of that one ZX Spectrum? I think it was either ZX Spectrum or... What game was it where you could fly as high as you wanted as long as you held jump? Because I love that game. It was really cool. It had problems, but it was really cool.
So Three Hands is reloading his state at the start of after every time he dies, and that's a problem because if he keeps doing that, he's not going to notice that you can strategically remove enemies in your path. Like if he would just accept his death, that frog would be gone, and he could just stand there.
Okay, I'm gonna go do some hunting right now. Demon sword is not what I'm thinking of. It could have been on the sharp as well. That's okay.
People are calling me mean, but in terms of difficulty scale, this is kind of mid for what I've got lined up. So my logic was, it's round one. I want to see who can just handle the most jank platformer I can throw at them right now.
Okay, so
and I love this game.
People brought it up. It was Theseus for MSX. That is correct, Codeman. Theseus for MSX is one of those games where if you just hold jump, you will fly until you hit the ceiling, and then you descend. That game, I think, might actually control better than this game. Like, that is like
always
the
got
smoothest
62.
scrolling game on the MSX. Oh, 63 for Farting Always.
Farting Always is only one level behind Escorian right now.
Yeah, 3 Hams is there as well. Like, it's getting really close between these three. The Whitley struggling a little bit.
3 Hams, you might want to pick up that key, buddy.
Nah.
It's kind of important.
Nah. Oh, 3 Hams sees it. Oh, there we go, bunk. By the way, 3 Hams used to be known as 2 Hams. And they did play in the last Kusog7ande, but I don't think that they had played before that. Whitley, on the other hand, I believe this is the Whitley's first time playing in the tournament. And I know Farting Always is new here because I would have remembered the name Farting Always, like easy peasy. There just seems some things you never forget, you know?
It's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
I gave this to new players, I sure did. And I'd do it again.
Uh-oh.
Look, I gotta have my moment, like...
Whitley is through, by the way, onto the next stage. Congratulations, the Whitley. Escorian onto the witches that blow lightning.
It's lightning, yeah.
Okay, they're not blowing it. They're casting
the candle
lightning.
lets you see them. So it's
okay.
This is one of the easier floors, though. If she doesn't,
can dive from the top of the icicle. I love it.
Yep, you sure can.
By the way, Farting Always has already said in Discord, I hate this. They corrected vid.
I fully expected that we would see some Discord typing today.
Yep, Whitley is like, this lady has a very large head. Like, someone get her a helmet. So the funny thing is, I've got a big head. It doesn't look particularly bigger than other people's heads. I think the shape of my head helps out with that. But like, if I put hats on, any of those that have adjustable bands, it's always going to be like at the max that I have to put the hat on. And like, there are some helmets that just are not going to fit me. If you get me a one-size-fits-all hat, it doesn't fit me. Because my head is big.
I am also cursed with large head and large everything else. Let's see.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I used to think that I had big feet, but I don't. My feet are very average.
Wide feet. I don't have very long feet, but they're very wide.
My feet aren't even that wide. It's like, I used to think that my feet were gigantic, but no, they're not. It was just I was wearing shoes that were way too big for them.
Clearly not a large sense of mercy. I don't know what that is.
Well, you said you had large everything.
Yes, I am a certified large lad. I'm tall and I'm built like a linebacker.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. You could tackle.
I absolutely can.
Yeah, should we be afraid of you? Escorian on to the next level. Escorian is just speeding through a bunch of these levels. This is great. Floor 67.
That's pretty good. Let's see how long it lasts, because there's some real garbage coming.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, watch out, Escorian. The bouncy slime's gonna get you.
Woo! Oh, the bat! So I'm noticing Escorian.
Why bats are always like enemies in games. Like, bats are so peaceful. They don't want to kill you.
They just want to eat their fruit.
Flap.
They want to eat their fruit and sleep hanging upside down.
Yep.
It's so wrong.
Apparently, they won't let me eat my fruit and hang upside down. I know, you gotta contribute to society, Brosantia. So whatever, I'm making people play bad video games, huh? Take that, society.
It's a nice service.
Oh, fire to the face! I love it. I'm glad that all of the players are having a little bit of progress, though. It's always good, you know. That
they are
the game's
slowly getting the hang
but
of it.
doable. Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't take very long to get back where you were, because the levels are so small. You can throw out a lot of attempts really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So one major advantage that Escorian has is she has not been resetting after each death, which has been despawning enemies. And she just got really lucky, because if you look at that basilisk, it kills you.
Wait. If you don't reset, enemies despawn?
So when you die, the enemy that killed you is gone on your next life. And you have 3 lives, so you can effectively remove 2 enemies from every level. So you can strategically die to make your progress easier. And the other players have not
pretty
figured
smart.
that.
That's cool.
The other players have not figured that out yet.
It looks like it has to be an enemy that you touch. If the projectile kills you, it doesn't count.
You are correct. It has to be a direct touch. Are lives restock? No, but they have infinite continues.
Yeah, that's the lucky thing here. Yeah, so passing a level and then immediately getting a game over, you lose nothing. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it might be better you get a game over immediately. That way you have all your lives back. Yeah.
Like with Farting Always, he keeps dying to the monkey if he just wouldn't reload his save.
The
he
monkey
would get
would
past
be
this
gone.
no problem. Correct.
Yeah. I'm really wondering if the players are gonna if some of the players are just gonna let it play out one time and then be like, why's the monkey gone?
I really hope they figure it out, because Escorian found out what the basilisk does. It kills you.
Unfortunately, Farting Always did die and reloaded. The basilisk is murderous basilisk. Oh, Farting Always. It's okay. It's okay. Monkeys are sometimes scary. Ah, the slime! Not the slime. Chad is commenting that this game actually looks kind of fun.
It is. I love this game. And my personal opinion, it's too good for Kusog7ande, but it is also very cruel.
Yeah, honestly,
so it kind of balances out.
This looks like one of the legendarily anger extracting video games out there. Like it's definitely got issues, I would say.
Yes.
Like, because no other game really has physics like this. You can get running super fast. The jump is extremely floaty. Like, saying it's floaty is an understatement.
Yes, and if you bonk your head, you get stunned for a second.
Yeah, until you land on the ground and stay there for about a second. Like, you just fall straight down. And so, like, there are a lot of unavoidable deaths just because you made a tiny little mistake.
Yes, and then the flip side of that is there are going to be places where our competitors have to bonk their heads to proceed. There is no other way.
Yeah, I'm really I'm really interested in seeing that happen. There goes the Willy straight down. Farting
people...
always just cannot get past the monkey.
It's way easier to go under it than over it, in my opinion. As you float up high and then you swerve under it. Yes.
Oh,
because you can do your
farting always past the monkey.
Oh, yes!
Very nice. There are easier ways, but farting always has done it.
All right. Whitley is having a time with these Yetis.
Yeah, well, we've got 3 people on the Yeti level, and honestly, I don't know. I don't like them.
Pretty rude.
Yeah, they're rude. They're very hairy. Probably smell terrible. They've been in this cave for how long?
Well, this was a tower erected by the gods, so probably a long time.
Oh, it's a tower. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're as old as the gods, they definitely need a bath.
Oh, absolutely. So I've seen people bring it up repeatedly in chat. Most people who would know of this name know of it from a Japanese show called Game Center CX.
Yep.
And this was a rather infamous set of episodes.
Oh, did they get angry?
It's more that Areno got stuck on a few levels for several dozen hours at a time.
Oh no. Oh,
he did eventually beat it, but it was a very harrowing experience. It was literally a Christmas Eve miracle during a live stream of the challenge that he beat the game.
Really? During a live stream? I love that.
3 minutes left on the clock. He manages to beat the game.
Beautiful.
Literal Christmas miracle. Yeah, you might be wondering why I omitted the normal stages, and the simple answer to that is the warps make it so that you can go from floor 1 to 61 at about 5 minutes.
So I have to ask, what do you mean normal stages? What are normal stages?
Floors 1 through 60. When you beat 60, you get the ending to the game, and then it sends you into the special stages, which is what we've started with today.
Okay.
So floor 61 to 100, that's the special stage set.
So we're actually watching the hardest stages.
Yes. It's the post game if you want to think about it like that.
I kind of want to give the original stages a shot then, because like these are difficult, but at the same time, you know, everybody's making progress. Everybody's starting to get through these.
Yeah, I think Farting Always has figured out that the items despawn enemies.
Which items?
Just the ones you pick up from the treasure chest.
Oh, okay, yeah. That certain enemies are going to disappear when you pick them up.
Yeah,
okay.
Basically you have to wander around and collect all the chests in a certain order.
Ah, that makes sense.
I can feel Hans' frustration.
Everybody's
jumping
frustrated.
in front of the Yeti.
Yeah, 3Hems typing in Discord and just says, huh. I really enjoy the rumination that some of the players are having.
I think he is trying to slide through with a bonk, which is very creative thinking, but it's not going to work. It's good to think laterally like that, because
honestly,
if he gets to a stage where you have to bonk your head, he'll probably hit on that pretty quick. I did not mean to make that pun. I'm sorry.
I didn't even register it. I've been here for a while, so I'm dead to puns. Oh, what am I thinking? Everybody, this has been a fantastic weekend so far. We had grudge match on the GDQ channel yesterday. We've had Kusog7ande today. This is the last match today. I'm going to be hosting for Fastest Furs tomorrow during some of their sillier games that they're going to have. They're doing a little charity marathon to raise money for Planned Parenthood. So I'm excited to be able to jump in and help with that. It'll be good. Flannel Cat is saying this is a good game. That is how you can tell that it may or may not be. I don't know if I trust Flannel Cat's opinion on what is good, but no, I actually do. I think Flannel Cat
fully trust Flannel Cat. She encouraged me to give this out.
Yeah, I feel like this is a perfect game to have on Kusog7ande. It's good. It's like, even though I could say that this is a good game, it's one that you have to get used to. It's not an easy game to adjust to. It's got very unintuitive controls.
And when I gave it out, I wanted to see who could adjust to really bizarre physics that 100% don't behave the way you would expect, because our competitors are going to see a lot of that. So this is kind of a trial by fire.
Haha, Escorian to the exit.
So close.
Very
Yes.
nice. Yeah. On to floor 68.
But I gave this out to a few other GMs to get their opinions, and one of them was, "I hate this so much. Please give this immediately."
I love that so much.
So on this floor, the key is right in the middle, right up by the ceiling, and you have to get it while coming down and avoiding the— oh, a warp! Escorian! Okay, she caught herself. She could have been warped back. So—
it looks like Three Hams is on to floor 65. Ooh. And yeah, he's officially saying that he doesn't hate this game, so that's fun. By the Novasol, I apologize. I've got to step away for a few minutes, but I will be back, so keep having some fun.
Oh, I'm having tons of fun.
Okay, I'll be back.
You don't even know. I've been waiting so long to see this, and it's finally happening. Yeah. Yeah, the mods are gone. The mods are asleep. Preferably not baby clowns. Pat, you're gonna ruin the honey pot. Oh, the little penguins! I love those things, but I don't think you can get by on the bottom lane. So you have to dodge the ostriches.
The mods are not asleep. Do not listen to Novasol. Thank you.
Shh. Don't listen to Cat's lies. You can't see it, but I'm doing a happy little jig to this music. I love it. So, I believe the order right now is Escorian, Hams, Whitley, and Farting. But there are tons of ways our competitors are going to get tripped up. Is PC Engine Droga dramatically different than the arcade version? Because I've played the arcade one. Alright. I will take it under advisement. Oh, oh, don't touch the icicle, Hams! Don't do it! Don't touch the frog! Oh no! The sea anemone! I think that's what that thing is. The enemy set in this game makes no sense. Yeah. I think Ascorian is the only one that has figured out that you can strategically delete enemies. The Yetis cannot be despawned. Anything that is very specifically meant to block your progress unless you get an item to despawn it, those enemies cannot be despawned that way. You have to get the item from a chest. As the old saying goes, know which way the wind blows. All of Ishtar's dialogue at this point in the game is total nonsense, and I hope we see more progress, because it eventually devolves into Ishtar's Yelp reviews. Yeah, those... No, Ropers are a different enemy, and they will show up. So Hams has discovered the joy of wind. There is no visual indicator that there is wind happening. But there is wind happening, and you have to fight against it in the air. So here's the really fun part about that. When you land, if you have maintained neutral momentum in the air against the wind, when you land, it still thinks you were moving forward, so you will rocket forward when you land after jumping through a windy area. Because momentum is hard. Come on. Oh, you gotta go back for the key! Yeah, there are beholders in this game. The enemy set makes no sense. Is what it is. They took the heal slimes from Dragon Quest, a game that's not even by Namco. It's cool. They got Yuji Hoри's permission. But yeah, discovering the despawn mechanic is huge. Okay, Hans has bonked his head and dies! Alright, don't touch the ice, Whitley! Alright, Whitley has caught up to Hams, but Ascorian's got a pretty commanding lead right now. She's trying to despawn the fireball shooters, but that's not gonna work. Oh, there are absolutely Pac-Man ghosts later in the game, don't you worry. Oh, from Jiraga? I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense. Oh, here it is. Ascorian has to bonk her head to get that chest, or run from the other direction. And it's just points. I always forget how old Jiraga is. I mean, functional, yes, that chest is literally nothing if they pull the one that's a wrapped present. Yeah, if Hams ends up discovering the despawn mechanic, I think he could make a serious push. Oh, fireballs! Oh, the little dragon.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. There goes Ascorian. I love it.
Yeah, we've seen slow but sure progress for 3 of our 4 competitors. Farting is unfortunately pretty stuck.
It happens to the best of us, honestly.
But I think he's finally getting the hang of it.
Yeah, it's not too surprising that players are getting a little bit stuck from time to time. Honestly, I'm of the opinion that this game has some pretty big difficulty issues, but if you had played the earlier stages, maybe this level wouldn't be as hard.
Well,
or maybe not. I don't know.
If they were savvy, they would have only played about 6 of those levels total because of the warp system.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
jeez,
they
that slime on 3 hams was just going full ham. Like 5 lightning in a row without hopping.
Yeah, it's pretty random. They're probably the most random thing in the game. Most other things operate on set cycles, but the slimes just... they hop as they want to.
Jeez. How are you supposed to deal with that? Yeah, 3 hams also is reloading every time.
Yes. Whitley has discovered the despawn mechanic, but farting and hams have not.
Yeah, that could help Whitley. Luckily, it seems like the bonking your head on the ceiling mechanic actually helped Whitley not die from the basilisk that one time.
Yeah, it keeps you from panicking and turning around because you can't.
Oh yeah, no, I saw Whitley facing the basilisk when that happened.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little bit
confused
odd.
then.
Yeah.
You sure hope Kai doesn't turn into a rock soon? We cut that part out. This is happy fun Kai.
I have to ask, was this only released in Japan?
Yes. It
Okay.
has had no port as far as I know. They're playing a ROM hack with an English translation, which doesn't really help
Gotcha.
them.
Well, no, but just being able to know you're not missing anything can be a little helpful.
Yeah, so every couple of levels you get some random text from Ishtar, and the game eventually just turns into Ishtar's Yelp reviews for no reason.
Ishtar's Yelp reviews?
Yeah, she starts reviewing Italian restaurants.
Wait, really?
Yeah, for no reason, and talks about all her favorite food.
Okay, that's kind of amazing.
I think that happens in the 80s, so I don't think we're gonna see it. But who knows?
So basically the plot here, this game occurs a little bit after the demon Jiraga has stolen the blue crystal rod and taken it to a tower originally built by the Summer Empire. The goddess Ishtar gives the priestess Key a golden tiara that enables the power of flight and sends her to the tower in order to retrieve the blue crystal rod. Game then follows her doomed quest to the top of the tower with help from the dragon Q-Ox. Wait, this is a doomed quest? Is she gonna die then?
She gets turned into a rock on... she gets turned into a rock on 460, so it is a bad ending kind of game. And then Tower of Jiraga is about...
Are you still a rock here?
Yeah, this is just kind of the game saying, oh, we have more levels for you to play. Good luck. It's after the ending of the game.
I was noticing that, she looks very gray. Does she have more color early on in the game?
No, she's the same sprite.
Okay. The Raven! 3 hams, you were so close!
Oh! Hands has come so close so many times. And Escorian's getting walled on, I believe, floor 70. This is
gotcha.
first floor she's going to encounter where she has to bonk her head. This top corridor cannot be passed without doing it.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
And you'll notice there are spikes. They love to pair the fireball launcher with the spike.
Are you sure you have to?
Okay,
It looks like
maybe not.
Escorian did it without the bonk. Aha!
I guess if you go fast enough, yeah, you keep up with them.
Yeah, there's a run button. You can run. It's doable. Not very doable, but it's doable.
All right, so
Oh,
we got.
bonk! No! 3 halves! I saw that coming.
Oh no!
It's happened multiple times. It's fine.
You hate to see
Oh,
it.
fireball to the foot! Whew. That's okay. Key, it's fine. Like, canonically, you're already dead. And honestly, I think these are like the last throws of your brain. Just being like, let's put together the nightmares of this tower so that you can experience what true horror is. And that's why we get Pac-Man ghosts. And apparently there are enemies from Dig Dug at one point in this as well.
Yes, there are.
Actually, I think the bat sprites might be straight from... No, never mind. JK, those are more white.
So, Escorian is terrified of opening that chest, but it's required.
Ha!
Because it has an item that protects you from that fireball. I guess if you had extremely good timing, you wouldn't need it, but just open the chest. Save yourself the trouble.
Oh, okay. Apparently this character does get turned back into a human, no more rock form in the original game, so that's cool.
Yeah, Tower of Juraga is about Gilgamesh's quest to uncurse Kai.
Gilgamesh, you rock. Thank you.
And
Didn't
then
want curses
the
for our
third game
lady.
And then the third game in the trilogy is Return of Ishtar, which makes you control both characters at once.
Uh-oh. Is that a good game?
No, it is not. It's very tedious.
Okay.
It is a door maze game with 128 different levels that are not linear. They have warps that connect to each other in really weird ways.
Gotcha. Yeah, Escorian is getting the chest now, no longer fearing it. Honestly, I would always go for the chest, and if it ends up being a warp, just load your state.
Yes, that is what it's there for.
Yep. So there really shouldn't be a reason to fear accidentally getting a bad chest, you know?
Yeah, you should open every chest you see that you can reasonably reach. Oh wait, no, it's the floating power. Well, still, it's still required, I think. Just to be safe enough.
It's helpful for sure.
Yeah, you can hover in place to line up the fireball. There is an item later, though, on certain levels that will protect you from fireballs. I've kind of got them all mixed up in my head. Oh yeah, that beholder only moves when you're not floating. So you have to line up your jump at a time.
Yeah, okay.
I guess, yeah, when you are in the ducking animation, the basilisk can't kill you. I guess it's because she's holding her hands over her eyes. Huh, that's nice attention to detail. Yo, Hands on floor 69. He's catching up. Oh, 70 even.
Nice. Yeah, hey, don't be fooled by those golden nuggets. Avoid them at all costs. What gold nuggets?
She's speaking gibberish. She does that.
Oh, like that one in the air? That looks tasty. I want the gold nugget. Oh.
Yeah, well, it's fatal. If you touch it, it's cursed gold. Like, this tower was, restored by a demon. Everything in here is cursed. All right.
Yeah,
Hands-
sorry, I've got stuff going on right now just because I have someone who decided to message me and say, "Hey, there are these spam bots showing up in your Discord," so I just took care of those right away. So, yeah, this is whatever. It's a normal Saturday. Welcome everybody. Come for the tower, stay for the death.
Music.
Oh, stay for the music. Like, honestly, if I were in a murderous tower, I would insist that they have music at least this good, you know?
I could get murdered to this over and over.
Yeah, same. Like, honestly, Sisyphus better have a soundtrack this good. or what's his name? Can you imagine Prometheus just getting his liver pecked out every day to this song? I don't think I'd mind it after a while. I'd be like, yeah, it's music time, baby.
You'd just be happily bobbing your head along as the splort noises take you over.
I mean, it would distract you from the birds.
Yeah, the birds and, the eternal screaming.
That too. Okay, it looks like Three Hams is making a very good push to catch up to Escorian. Unfortunately, is struggling a little bit here.
Yes, Escorian took a very long time on this level, so if Hams can do this relatively quickly, that's a big push.
I'd agree. The biggest problem is that Three Hams doesn't know about the enemy despawning strats that you can use in the game.
Correct.
And I feel like knowing that would be a huge benefit.
It would be, just not on this level. It wouldn't really help here, but on future levels, absolutely.
You could despawn that flamethrower. Just walk into it.
No, you can't. It has no hit detection.
I don't know. Fine. Whatever.
You can float right through it.
Oh, fireball to the foot!
Whitley's discovered the joy of the ostrich.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at them, they're so cute!
Oh, the penguins are even better. They're running along the bottom.
Okay, that's terrifying.
There they go!
That's floor 69. That is a great floor. I like it.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So Whitley is in third, Farts is in fourth. But Farts did get past the Yeti level.
You were so close, but unfortunately you ran into the wall. No! And running into the wall gives you as much of a concussion as hitting your head on the ceiling.
Yes, it has the exact same effect.
Oh, Three Hams almost dodged the fireball, but unfortunately loaded the state too soon.
He's been a little too trigger happy with it.
Yeah, you gave them a lot of power, and unfortunately power can be a setback if you are not learning all of the little mechanics in the game. Which, honestly, for a game like this, it's difficult to say exactly what is best to do until, like, experiment, discover new things, but at the same time, it might not really be an intuitive thing at all. You just gotta try different methods.
When I pitched this, I basically framed it as this is a way you can avoid getting warped back. I didn't say they should do it every time they die.
Yeah, mind you, I have told people mechanics specifically so that they would die because there was no other benefit to it. So realize that while there can be love and help given based off of advice from GMs, some of the advice can also end up being negative in some ways. And
yeah,
the witch.
For me, the example I have is the Green Dog match that I had last year. Doe Wolf did not tell us that we had continues, so I just played assuming we didn't.
Okay. Was that good or bad?
I didn't want to find out. Well, I won that match handily. in that case, it turned out good.
Okay.
Oh,
Knowing
He's
that there
gotta
were
slow
continues
down.
could have helped, though.
yeah. I would have probably played more recklessly, though.
Okay.
All right. So, what can really help here is there is a quick break function of sorts. If you
Really?
let go of the acceleration, turn around, and then try to B-dash the other way, you'll stop almost on a dime. And you can use that to stop right before those
Escorian!
spikes.
Oh, you bumped your head! That was so
Oh,
close! Wait, 3
no!
Hems is through! 3 Hems made it!
Oh!
Oh, great job. On to floor 72, 2 floors
Oh, he
behind
got-
Escorian. The
I
Whitley
think-
making a good push as well. Farting Always struggling, but honestly, this is Farting Always' first year, and having her game this brutal early on, this is a classic introduction. No, honestly, my opinion when it comes to Kusog7ande is that you never know what you're gonna get. You know, round one tends to be kinder, but if you get a really brutal game, welcome to what I sometimes do.
Compared to a lot of stuff I have, this is probably about a 5 out of 10 on the difficulty.
Okay.
I'm not a nice
You
person.
say that as Escorian floats around, trying
Yes,
to dodge
Flappy Bird.
lemon drops. Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be acid, but who knows?
Acid, lemon drops. I mean, lemons are made of acid.
Yeah, delicious. Oh, the Roper got her right at the end. That's
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
know
a
what
jerk
that
move.
is.
I'll tell you when you're older.
What?
It's what? Okay, it's a joke about telling kids about sex. Except
Oh my
you're
gosh.
an adult.
Except I'm an adult?
It's a
What?
it's a
I don't
tentacle.
even-
Okay.
I still don't. Yeah, I know about tentacles. I know what tentacles
So
are.
okay. When you're talking to a child,
I'm not a
and
child.
I know.
Wow.
Let's move on.
Anyways, is that how you explain things to a child? You bring up tentacles? I think that you're probably
No,
not
if they
qualified
ask
to
a
explain.
sexually question, it's just I'll tell you when you're older. That's
I thought you were going to tell them about tentacles. You're like, what, a mommy tentacle and daddy tentacle? Find an anime.
I'm not telling them about the tentacles.
Find an anime young woman.
I don't want to talk to them about tentacles.
Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is Kusog7ande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, and this is the last game of the day, and that's probably for the best.
Hans has discovered the joy of an invisible wizard that you have to get past.
That's a little rough, but I don't know. I feel like I'm less afraid when I can't see my murderer.
Well,
Like-
the lightning is the giveaway. You can see the lightning. You know,
Yeah,
for
it
the split
doesn't
second
really
before
look
you
too
die.
scary. Yeah. I really like this spike shell. It's just chilling. It's very tall, though. Novasol, you have been immortalized inside our Nightbot as a quote, and we will treasure you always.
I don't want to be known as the tentacle guy, though.
You're
That's-
the tentacle guy now.
No!
Everybody, Novasol, the tentacle guy, is
No!
here, being our GM for this match, and, you know, just had to... Apparently, it's very important. 3 Habs is through. Moving on to floor 74. This is a very nice push. I don't know if this is going to be enough. A date at Italian Tomato is the best. I love their
Yes.
rare cheesecake and risotto. Oh, very nice.
Beautiful. I
Very
also love cheesecake.
important dialogue there.
It's vital information.
It is. Bonk. death. I love it. Yeah, Escorian got through this level fairly quickly. I think Three Hams could do that as well. Just got to be a little bit careful. Don't bonk.
Yes.
Don't bonk.
Don't bonk. Don't bonk.
And
Don't
don't
touch the
have
gold.
the talk as well. We know the talk is coming. That's what I'm calling that enemy now. Interesting little sort of wedging yourself in the wall there when you bonk.
I don't think you can clip with it, but it's fun. It can save you on stages where there's wind.
There's stages with wind?
You can't see it, but yes, he is fighting the wind.
Wait, there's wind in this level?
Yes! That's why
I
he's
didn't know that.
falling to the right. Yeah, I explained this while you were gone. So some levels have wind, and the way this game calculates momentum, if you keep fighting it, and let's say you fight it enough to fall straight down, you're still accumulating momentum that entire time. So when you touch the floor,
the trip!
Oh no! But yeah, when you touch the floor like that, you shoot forward really fast.
I love it. So good. Oh, the rock to the eye. Hate when that happens, you know?
All right, Escorian's playing Find the Wing in this spike heck.
Oh, I don't like that. Wait, you can get the wing at the very beginning? Three Hams did it.
Yeah, it's in that chest to the right, and it's required to beat the level, so I don't know why he's not taking it.
Yeah, it's weird that Three Hams does this jump and then gets the wing and then goes down.
Yeah, it's way easier with the wing.
Strange.
Bonk.
Bonk.
I think I've seen enough bonks today to last the whole year.
Ah, there goes Three Hams.
Oh! And then Escorian got the wing and bonked.
Like, does Three Hams think you need the key in order to
I think
open
that's
the
what's
chest?
going on.
But Three Hams already has opened it without the key.
I know. It's...
Sometimes it's hard to, like, realize you've done something. Yeah, Chad is noting that Three Hams has been doing a lot of stuff the hard way this entire match, and I would agree. Like, if Three Hams had figured out the, like, quote-unquote intended mechanics in certain areas here,
yes.
I feel like Three Hams could have taken the victory.
Yeah, the fact that he has done this well, he's only one level behind Escorian.
This is impressive. Like, honestly, this has been a very, very good race, and Three Hams has shown some incredible skill.
Yeah, absolutely. To get this far without knowing one of the core mechanics of the game is impressive, to say the least.
Farting always, fighting the wind.
Yes, that is the first stage in Special where you get wind.
Oh, bunking the thingy right there. I love it so much.
Oh no, bonk!
Same.
I don't think there's enough time for the positions to change, but...
I don't think so. But all of the players should feel good about how they have done today. Like, seriously.
Absolutely. This is not an easy game.
No,
at
and
all.
having an hour of a rage-inducing game, even with some of the kind things that you have given, like the ability to use a save state at the beginning of each level, incredibly kind. Frustrating in some ways that because they haven't figured out all the core mechanics. But you know, easy come, easy go. That's Kusog7ande for you. Okay, farting always just trying to get down here to pass the slime without bonking too many times. Luckily, these slime don't seem to shoot anything, so farting always may be able to make this jump here. Oh, so close, but the slime, you can do it, farting. You can fart your way to victory. Come on. Yeah, you are through the stage. Well, everybody, that has been that. You think you can clear the special stages that easily? Says that cute dragon. Oh no, back to floor 44 for Escorian, therefore losing the match. JK, Escorian wins. Welcome to this game, everybody. How do you like it, huh?
Love this game so much. I'm happy I got to give this out today.
That was pretty evil. Let's go ahead and welcome Escorian to come and chat if she would like. Escorian, join General Voice if you want. Okay, and Escorian is already coming. Hello there, Escorian, and congratulations on your victory today!
Congratulations.
This game is frustrating but fun.
Frustrating but fun. I definitely agree with that sentiment right there. It is very, very difficult, but then again, you got started technically after the game has been beaten.
Yes. This is the post-game, so to speak.
Yeah, this is post-game content for this game. Levels 1 through 60 are the normal stages. You started on level 61, where the difficulty really gets upped. So I would say that it's really entertaining to me to see these stages, but at the same time, it was very impressive how far you got in just an hour. What was it, to 79, 80, something like that?
76.
Yeah, 76.
Now, you know,
Hams
one
was
stage
2
for
levels behind you.
trombone. Yeah,
But
3 Hams was actually working to catch up really quickly there.
Yes,
at the
but
end.
you discovered a core mechanic of the game first, which is that you can despawn enemies. Hams never figured that out.
Huh.
Yeah, and the fact that you managed to do that, well, 3 Hams was very heavy on the reload function, which,
Yes,
you know,
every time he
reloading
died.
states is definitely fine, definitely a good thing to do, I'd say, but relying on that too much ended up making it so that 3 Hams didn't know that little piece of information. So, I don't know, like, it's really entertaining for me to see the way that players play differently. Yeah. But yeah, you said that you, like, this is a hard game, but you found it fun?
Yeah. I've dealt with this in Kusog7ande, the jump before. It was like
Really?
an Atari-looking game.
Oh, it had to be Thexter then. We brought it up a little while ago, Thexter for the MSX.
Something like that. Maybe Thesis?
Oh, Thesia, or
It was like a Roman name.
why am I saying Thexter? That's not right. Theseus, yeah.
Theseus is the right name.
Theseus for MSX. You got that in Kuso before?
Yeah, I was up against Proton John, and I got destroyed.
Oh, really? I love Theseus. I think that game is absolutely amazing. I do see, first time it showed up, let's see. It was Mad Milkman, Proton John, Polk, Kitsune, and Escorian. And yeah, you came in last during that match. So, you know, you're coming into Kusog7. This is the first game that you get. And it has similar mechanics, but not exactly the same. And you, like, knocked this out of the park. Like, absolutely demolishing this.
I was terrified that people would make less progress than they did, so I'm happy. 'Cause I know this game can be pretty brutal, but I wanted this to be just a raw test of skill today.
Yeah. And yeah, you did it.
Like I said, I enjoyed this game, so I'm gonna add it to the Kuso marathon that I do of all the Kuso games received.
Ooh,
Having
okay.
completed the game myself, good luck with that.
That's a little bit terrifying to hear. But yeah, I like this game. It's of a style that I honestly feel like I want to play it. I want to give this a shot. I would love to try to play through this sometime. Yeah, it seems rude, but rude in a way that you can get right back into it really quickly. As long as you don't get the warp.
Yeah, with Infinite Continues, it's manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure no one got accidentally sent back by the warp, so that's why I let people save state. That's all.
I would agree that that was a wise move there. I would love to possibly try to speedrun this. Three Hands is asking if there's any RNG in this game, and I'd say that most cases no, except for the slimes from what I saw.
Slimes are pretty much it. Everything else is on a set cycle.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
I noticed the witches fired at the same time.
Yes.
They were very consistent, and other enemies seemed relatively consistent. Just the slimes, I hate them. I didn't know what they were gonna do. I watched, and I was like, you might die, you might not, good luck.
I do have one question about the game, though. So
Sure.
what was that giant lizard that just killed me even though it wasn't on screen?
So that is the basilisk, and the gimmick is when the screen flashes, if you're looking towards the basilisk, you die.
I was floor below it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't
left
matter.
and
If you're
right,
on the
doesn't matter up down.
Yeah, if you're on the same screen, you will die if you're looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah. But seriously, congratulations, and thank you everybody who played this weekend. Tomorrow we are off for Kusog7ande. Right now there's a marathon going on, specifically raising money for Planned Parenthood. I'm going to be hosting tomorrow. I want to do a raid right now. We've got Beat Mania going on in just a little bit, so let's go ahead and bother them. Do I have a good raid message? Nothing about tentacles, please.
Thank you. You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
You don't.
At the same time, there is License-a-thon and ESA going on right now as well, so feel free to go and watch those if you would like. Raid message is not going to be tentacles, fruit salad, kung fu. No.
Game over, Kai died.
And you can put frowny faces. Game over, Kai died, frowny face. There. And if you have other frowny or sad emotes, you can go ahead and use those, but that is going to be our raid message. Did someone say fart? Farting always? I said fart a lot during this match, so you can be proud. Well, thank you, Escorian. Novasol, thank you as well. That is it for today, and we will be back next weekend, and maybe even during the week. We'll see. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya!